Suffering and sacrifice serve no useful purpose. July 24, 2016. As can be clearly seen now, as even the mainstream media reports on them, enormous changes are in progress all across the planet. Do not be upset and fall into fear and anxiety as you hear or read about the upheavals and destabilizations in societies everywhere, as politicians continue to play the fear and terror card. There is only love. All else is illusion. Yes, human beings are suffering, but you need to remember that no one is misplaced. All chose to be on Earth at this point in their spiritual evolution, and in the locations in which they now find themselves. Intend to send love to those in pain, those who are suffering. You have absolutely no idea how effective it is to just do that, and it is what you are here to do. Everyone on Earth in this moment chose to be here now, to demonstrate, share, and extend the love that is your divine nature. Love is the solution to all your problems, and consequently large numbers have incarnated to be love in action to bring humanity to wakefulness, and they are succeeding. What you see physically happening in many areas is an immensely effective wake-up call, and it is being heard. Humanity's awakening is inevitable, period. This does not mean that every human will awaken in this current awakening, because there are some who have chosen not to do so. However, do not concern yourselves about loved ones who appear to have no spiritual inclinations, because humanity's sleep is deep, and many who seem to have no spiritual inclination or interest are just deeply asleep and will awaken. The vast majority of those presently incarnate as humans made the choice, prior to assuming human form, to assist in the awakening process. They just did not realize how deep their sleep might become. The small number who have chosen not to wake up are still part of the awakening process, and have very courageously taken human form to play insane games to shock the rest into releasing their tight and often fearful grip on the illusion. Later they will move to another environment in which all that they need to bring them to wakefulness will be abundantly and lovingly provided. God's love for humanity is eternally all-inclusive. No one can ever be lost or abandoned, all will awaken. Your ongoing task, while it seems that insanity blazes all around you, is to continue holding your light on high, the brilliant light that, as God's divine children, is eternally, vividly, alive and well within you, empowering and encouraging you as you struggle, and it is indeed a struggle for many of you, to let go of all your doubts and anxieties, and remake your intent daily to be loving, regardless of the situations in which you are involved or in which it seems that you have arrived accidentally. As you well know, there are no accidents. An accident is the concept of the illusion, an occurrence for which there appears to be no rhyme or reason. There is always a reason for happenings. They present you, individually and collectively, with lessons you have chosen to learn to assist in your awakening. God's Son chose to design and construct the illusion to experience separation, because he wanted to prove to himself that he had no need of his Father. It is a bit like the teenage rebellion that so many humans undergo, and God, in his infinite wisdom, understood that, because he had given his beloved Son infinite power, the illusion that he constructed would appear amazingly real, so real in fact, that he would become lost within it. And he did. Foreseeing that, God instantly provided the means for him to find his way home. Remember, the sense of separation, which truly never happened, lasted but an instant. However, within that instant, the illusion appeared and has seemingly been extant for many billions of years. And those billions of years have brought much suffering to you, suffering from which you are finally ready to release yourselves. Truly, despite the obsession with sacrifice that so many of you have clung to for so long, suffering and sacrifice serve no useful purpose, other than to show you that they serve no useful purpose. God, your Heavenly Father, Creator of all that exists, loves you infinitely and desires only your eternal happiness. Suffering and sacrifice are concepts that you inserted into the illusion to make it interesting, intriguing, and constantly surprising. You succeeded beyond your wildest dreams, and then turned them into nightmares. Now is the moment to set yourselves free. It has been your collective choice to be unfree, trapped, and enslaved. But that is an unreal, an illusory state of existence, and now is the moment to dissolve it, and rediscover the love that is your eternal nature, alive and well within each and every one of you. Most of you have had experience with small children having nightmares, and you have lovingly and gently awakened them and comforted them, explaining that what they were experiencing was completely unreal. Now it is time for you to awaken and comfort yourselves in the same way. When you do, your joy will be ecstatic as you realize that you, too, have just been asleep and having bad dreams. Oftentimes it is deep-seated fear that keeps you asleep. Fear, an aspect of the illusion, that you are not good enough, that you are unworthy sinners, that you are unacceptable to God. But nothing could be further from the truth. You have always been in God's presence, where you are at home, where you belong, because there is absolutely nowhere else that you could be. So, hold the intent, as powerfully as you can, to awaken, and ask your brothers and sisters in the spiritual realms, who are constantly watching over you and cheering you on, to help you by nudging you towards wakefulness. They will. They are always there, waiting patiently for your call for help, so that they can respond, as they love to do. You cannot fail to awaken if that is your will and your intent, and it most certainly is. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com